Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Midnight Show. We have almost a full house tonight. James isn't with us currently, but hopefully he'll pop up later tonight. He has something he would like to start a rant about, and I would love to let him do it. Um, we have two intros tonight. One done by Rotncorpse, and I'll show that one after I show the extended one that Gunski did for his for him. It's a little longer than normal,
I,
about a
I,
minute.
I think I think we only need one intro. Let's just go with Rotten's.
I think you'll like this one, Tari. I really think you'll like this one. Like I said, it's a minute, about almost 2 minutes, but you'll like it. Trust me. So without much further ado, I'm going to play the intro and see what y'all think.
Welcome to the Midnight Show with the Midnight Crew. Rotten. Oh, what's that? Oh fuck. Oh fuck, they found me. Oh shit. Ah! God, they hit me. Fuck. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. You can't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. I'm dying, man. I'm dying, man. Okay, listen to me. I know you don't know me very well. But you gotta do me a favor. You need to find Thomas Bilkington. Thomas Bilkington. He's across the street from Pocciano's Pizzeria. I need you to tell him that the stash is in the hawk's nest. And tell him that the doves ain't gonna fly today. Do you understand me?
What the hell?
Damn, someone should have came in and gave him a mercy killing.
Damn.
Jack, say something and let me know you're alive.
That poor
Blink
man.
twice.
That poor man. Yeah.
No. He deserved everything he got.
Damn. You know who your friends are. And then I'll play Rotten's. Rotten did one for us, and hope you guys like this one. I really did.
It's for spooky season. It's for spooky season.
It is
It's
for spooky season.
October.
Yay!
All right, here it is.
On this iteration of the Midnight Show, we have Rotncorpse, Angela, Arrega, James, Colley, Diamantis, host, dear Alexander, and this week's guest,
Jack Gunski.
That was fantastic. Oh.
All right. Welcome to the Midnight Show, everybody. Rodden, I love that intro. Thank you, my friend, for doing it.
Surprisingly, everything fucking voice recorder for Microsoft is what captured everything. OBS was not catching all of that.
Oh,
It wasn't.
No,
I
it was
don't
catching half of my voice.
I don't know why you're thinking Rotten. That was clearly Dr. Claw. That was Dean's introduction.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
No, it was Tony Todd, man.
yeah. It was Tony
Oh.
Todd's version of Dr. Claw.
Tony
So-
Todd Quad.
All right, so like I said, welcome to the Midnight Show. We have a lively show for you. We have a full house. James popped up. Hey, James.
Hello.
We have Rotncorpse, who is currently doing the gym review. Hey, Rodden.
I don't know why I do this to myself. I do. I don't like having to catch my breath when walking upstairs.
Hmm.
And I like eating
Hey.
like garbage.
That's true. Next up is Angela Arrega. Hey, Angela.
Hi. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze my head off.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Next up is Taribot. Hey, Taribot.
Hello.
And last but not least is Jack Gunski, who did the intro for us. What up, Gunski?
I'm nothing much.
Jesus, everyone's
He's not
miserable
Jack
today.
Dunsky.
And I just want to make one correction. You said last but not least. Let's be honest. He is the least.
I am admittedly the least.
There you go.
Well, he could be worse. He could be the worst.
Hmm.
Like I said, Angela, you are stream mom, and you get to pick which article we do first.
I want to go over some
Let's
freaking.
let James go on his rant.
Oh yeah. You want? I'll play it. I think I put it in there. It's the first one. Let me set everything up so I can run it.
Really quick though, Jack, if you are the least awesome, it is because you are the least awesome of the most awesome.
I would say I'm guessing we don't want to go over what's been happening in the world. Do some of today's politics.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm just setting up the for his thing.
We better not. We have one of them on the stream with us right now.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Well,
No.
Honestly, I wouldn't necessarily say the same, considering the fact typically majority of religions that are in the West, other than people who have more recently come over, have all had some sort of reformation. But in the Middle East, they haven't had fuck all for that. It's the reason why the leftists will easily go after Christians, because there was a Christian Reformation way back when.
Yeah, they won't get blown up for pissing.
Ooh,
But see, the
I can
problem
see it
is
now. Reformation, sponsored by Smith & Wesson.
the problem with the current thing where Israel had just declared war on Hamas is fucking. This is a holy war to both sides.
Well, yes and no. Hamas is a shit organization. It's doing it for the money to basically be a crybaby in a lot of cases. And the other part of it is the ones who are the true believers, and it's a fucking ideological stance. And I don't give a shit when anyone says Muslims or Islam is a fucking shitty ass ideology and probably should be fucking removed from the world.
No. Any religion that says it's okay to rape your neighbor, that's a pretty strong religion. And if you're a fan of rape, Muslim might be for you.
Yeah, if you're also a pedophile, it's the same thing.
Well, I'm neither, and I like bacon. So
We don't do bacon.
I couldn't hear you, Andrew. What you said?
I said we, not me specifically, because I'm not Orthodox, but the Orthodox among us don't do bacon either.
Well, are you pro rape?
No.
Then I have no issues with you guys.
You said you like bacon. I'm just
And
saying,
I said,
bacon thing isn't just the Muslims.
I know.
No, that's all Abrahamic religions, technically.
Yeah, I was just saying that I dislike rape and child
There's
touching,
another one.
and I like bacon. So
that
And
was actually
seafood's another.
Sounds like a reason.
That was actually Tim Minchin's plan to bring peace to the Middle East. He's like, you don't eat pigs, we don't eat pigs. Let's all not eat pigs together.
you and
But that-
me, baby, don't like eating pigs, so let's do it together.
Yeah, fuck Harvey Weinstein.
Oh,
Well, a
that's
lot
the
of
reason why I
actresses
could
did.
never be Hindu. I like eating pork or eating beef.
A lot
Yeah,
of
that's why I could
actresses
never
did
be-
fuck Harvey. That's
I can't. I want to talk about really quickly. Ding dong, Kevin McCarthy's gone. Yeah. Ding dong, Kevin McCarthy's gone.
Now we have, someone else that's going to go in there and vote with the Democrats like Kevin McCarthy did.
I'm praying for Jim Jordan.
I do like that as soon as they announce basically like, oh, they're indicting him now.
Yeah, this is bullshit. Hey BG, what up, Green Badger? But it's all bullshit. I'm glad that he's gone. He should have fucking shut down the government, and he didn't. He's a little biatch.
Well,
Okay, if we're going to get in, go ahead, James.
I was going to say, quite honestly, I like the pro tem right now. I mean, after McCarthy, they voted and it was all settled. The pro tem's first act was to remove Nancy Pelosi out of her posh office
Yep.
because she's no longer a leader.
Yep.
And, that guy's got some balls.
That he does. And yeah.
I mean, they might be old man balls, but they're balls.
Hey. Excuse me. All right, James, you had a rant you wanted to go on.
I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say before that, like, the fucked up part is everyone's like, oh, we should have had the shutdown or whatnot. And it's like, no, if McCarthy would have done what, and the rest of them would have done what the fuck they were supposed to and voted on the shit properly way back when, 7 fucking months ago, we'd have never even had a plausibility of an impending shutdown. But the problem is since, for the past decade or more, we've been doing this whole bullshit to where we might face shutdown because we got to pass a fucking omnibus bill to make sure the government can run. Well, motherfuckers, if you did your goddamn fucking job like you were supposed to and voted on this shit earlier, we'd never have to fucking worry about it. And people wouldn't get pissed at you.
Yeah, and also, why do we keep saying that shutting down the government is a threat?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so the reason why it's used as a threat because a lot of people don't get paid. Welfare, if I'm not mistaken, non-essential personnel don't get paid. I believe some benefits are cut or suspended for a hot minute, which I believe includes welfare.
Actually, from everything I can remember, welfare and Social Security are the two ones that are set aside that if a shutdown does happen, they're still supposed to go through.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they just use that as a whole thing to test you. It's the same reason why whenever a Republican goes for it, like they're looking at planning on cutting Social Security or cutting your Medicaid. It's a fucking diversion tactic.
I mean, no, good. No, they should.
Yeah.
Some things should be cut. Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well, yeah, I would say that about 99% of it should be cut. I think that right now what they consider to be a government shutdown is itself way too much government.
All right, so full disclosure, I know I work for the government, and I'm all for the shut. I'd rather suffer now than suffer in the long term. Like getting Ukraine off of America's tit and having them stand on their own or would do far more to end that war than anything else. We're funding a fucking war that we have no real stake in. And yes, I know bricks and shit, but honestly, my blood and treasure. I'm not willing to give it up.
No, I think V has it right when he says they need to fund the war in the Ukraine because Russia is a threat to the petrodollar. So if they keep Russia occupied with war, that delays the inevitable point where oil is no longer sold in US dollars. Because the moment that happens, the entire US economy dies because the only reason they can get away with printing the trillions upon trillions of dollars that they have been is because demand is kept artificially high by insisting that all oil is purchased with US currency, which obviously every country needs oil.
Well, that whole shit was started because of the fact that after the fucking Cold War, they kept expanding NATO when they weren't supposed to, which provoked Russia, which got to a point where it finally provoked Russia. And that was their justification to say, we need to expand NATO more. It's like, no, motherfucker, you shouldn't have expanded it in the first place, like we fucking agreed on.
And that's another thing.
Fucking warmongers.
This war was long coming. This again, I had to explain it to somebody. If Mexico joined with Cuba during the Bay of Pigs incident, and they set up missiles around the American border, we'd be all up in arms. We'd be ready to throw down and fight. Why shouldn't Russia be the same? Like it has to this far no farther. Like this is what it is, and people don't seem to get that. Oh, Ukraine's a democracy. Yeah, a great democracy that suspended, its elections.
Like all good democracies do.
Outlawed the opposition party. That's a great democracy.
Hey, if nothing else, it's just like America.
Oof.
Well, that's like a couple different people I've dealt with that are like, if I could be president, I'd outlaw the Republican Party. It's like, then you don't want any form of democracy? Well, no, I still think we should vote, but just for Democrats? Yeah, you're a fucking retard.
Wait a minute.
You actually give retards a bad name.
Wait a minute, Rodney. Let's not worry that because I have an article about that. I found an article dealing with that exact subject. But
All
James,
right, before we do that, why don't we get into James's rant?
all right, James, you there, buddy?
No, I'm here.
No, you're there.
I know I'm here. You're there.
Well, there
No,
you are. That's
Effective.
I'm here. You're there. God.
It's neither here nor there. Now go ahead and.
So who's on first?
No. What's on second?
Einstein would
I
say
don't
it's
know
all
what's on
relative.
I'm about to put up James's on the screen. Y'all tell me y'all can see it.
Yep.
Okay, this chick right here. I'm just going to preface this with this is a Texas teacher.
Can y'all hear? I'm gonna play a few seconds. Tell me if y'all can hear it.
Did you know that in a lot of Texas schools, not only do kids say the
Can y'all hear it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start from the beginning and let it go from there.
Did you know that in a lot of Texas schools, not only do kids say the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag every morning, but they say the Pledge of Allegiance to the Texas flag as well? I didn't realize that this was weird because I was born and raised here in Texas. We were taught to put our hand over our heart and say the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States and then put our hand up and pledge our allegiance to Texas. Apparently, a lot of people from other states think that's pretty weird.
I don't
Maybe
fucking
that's
care.
where the indoctrination comes from. We make our kids pledge their allegiance to Texas, and then we get adults that are super gung-ho to be here, which I don't understand because it really sucks here. Besides, if we're pledging our allegiance to both the country and the state, what side are we going to pick when Texas inevitably tries to secede like they keep threatening to do? I certainly don't pledge my allegiance to Texas. I don't make my students do it. And before you get all up in arms, I legally can't, though I wouldn't if I could. Honestly, I very rarely say the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States at this point. Texas was actually recently voted one of the worst states to live in, and I realize that can be dependent on which metrics are important to you, but still, things are not great here. So maybe we make people pledge their allegiance because we're afraid everybody's going to leave if they don't. Yeehaw. Did you know
Yes,
that in a
because
lot of
not having a sense of fucking history and pride of where you live is a fucking terrible thing.
Okay. As a lifelong resident of Texas, I was born and raised in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
In the 7th grade or the 6th grade, we go through Texas history or state history, as every state does. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Where you learn about the intricacies of what led up to the Alamo and Goliad.
Sean, wait a minute, Sean DW. Maybe you're a cunt. Who knows? May depend on the metric you use. No, she's just a cunt in any metric, Sean.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, if we're going to look at this historically, the only way you can be more Texas than a Texan is to be Mexican.
Oh,
Look,
I'm not wrong.
If Texas sucks so much, then why are all the Californians moving into it?
That's
exactly.
And I think that's what this bitch is going with. And that part was coming up. But I was just giving a little history lesson. See, Texas is its own republic. And it's in our state constitution that when we got added to the union, that if we didn't like it, we could tell the union to go fuck itself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyone who has
one of the only states in the union that can do that legally.
Well, at one point, you guys were going to be your own little nation. Like when y'all, after the Alamo, y'all had enough. You were originally going to be like, yeah, we're just the nation of Texas.
But we were not going to be. We were our own country. That's why maybe Quigley Down Under.
Mm-hmm.
She says she's a Texican. Crazy Cora. She says that I am a certified Texican.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's talking about. Because that's when Texas was its own country. And it was like that for about a little over a decade before it got added to the Union.
Shit, just imagine the map if Texas never joined the Union. Like, the map would look totally different.
I mean, if there's a few things that, like, the reason why Oklahoma has, like, a little panhandle thing is because for the longest time that was actually a lawless zone that wasn't claimed by anyone.
Really? I never knew that.
Yeah, I saw a thing about it before, just recently again, that brought that up. But let's get into why this cunt's an asshole.
Oh, there's a lot of reasons why. First off, it's not indoctrination. There's a reason why we say here in Texas that everything is bigger here in Texas, because up here in the Panhandle, we measure things in hours. You are so many hours from Amarillo, Texas, which is the biggest city in the Panhandle.
So that's most people that they measure their distance in time, not distance, because pretty much all of our states, other than a quaint few, are as big as most countries in Europe, and a lot of others.
And up here in the Panhandle, there's a lot of distance between town to town to town, and there's a reason why we like it that way.
In Texas, if you travel from the Gulf and go straight west, you can travel for 13 hours and still be in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I know because I've done it.
North to south. What other state can you do that in? Texas is awesome. It is the second largest country, or the second largest state in the Union. land wise.
Yeah, I think the only state that technically has more coast on or more waterfront line than Texas is Michigan, and that's just because it's most of our fucking state.
Yeah, but the only state bigger than Texas is Alaska.
Yeah, I think Alaska only technically has its feet on the freaking waterfront because of a lot of them's island as well.
Well, it's one giant ass fucking peninsula.
Mm-hmm. Tundra.
Man, I would love to live up there for
in-
a few years.
But like I said, the whole reason why Texas is a republic, that's why we have the state pledge. And then because you cannot be the biggest southern state like Texas and not pledge allegiance to the United States of America. There's a reason why we go America. Because we stole it from
The Spaniards.
that one movie. Oh, we didn't steal it from the Spaniards. We fought those motherfuckers. Santa Anna, he breezed us up pretty good at Goliad and at the Alamo.
Well, I appreciate the history lesson. Let's get into the actual rant.
Yeah, but that is my rant pretty much is these liberal motherfuckers that down in, I'm going to say that she's below the Dallas area.
She's probably in fucking Houston.
Yeah.
Probably Houston.
Austin.
Yeah.
Which,
These
granted,
liberal-
driving through Houston is fucking terrible, even on the highway.
Exactly. But these libtards
No,
that
they're just fucking lefties.
libtards.
All right.
Every state has them, but
Yeah.
ours are imported.
From fucking California.
Exactly. I mean, this is a place where, okay, we don't like what's going on in other states, so we're going to come over and we're going to do the same thing that we fucked up our own state, but we're going to do it in a new place and wonder why things are not going well.
We're gonna go to this other place that has lower property taxes and like lower crime rates and better laws and everything. We're gonna vote for the exact same politics we just had at the place we fucking hate.
Exactly.
We're gonna go to the land of milk and honey and turn it into the land of shit.
And try to. And they're trying.
Isn't that basically a form of torture?
What? What?
Giving someone
No.
a lot of milk and honey and then everything turns to shit?
No, feeding. You're talking about the mollified man, like giving him copious amounts of honey till he fucking dies, and then turn him into like candy. If I'm not mistaken, he mollifies.
No. There was a Viking torture or something where they make them like drink milk and honey until they shit themselves, and then that attracts.
Yeah, because basically you'd be extremely constipated.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Like I said, Angela, you are stream mom, so you get to pick. Which one do you want us to read first?
Let's go with them fucking up my holiday.
All right. Okay. Let me put it up on screen. Tyribot is the last one on the list.
Okay.
Does Terry get to do a Smargon article?
Only if you read Gengar.
I'll read whatever you want, but
I'm sharing now. Can you guys see?
Not yet. Yes.
It's
There's no
buffering.
sequel, dry land.
I'm gonna mute because I'm about to be driving because I'm saying fuck cardio today.
Okay. Before you use the word spooky, you should know its racist origin.
I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Spook, Jigaboo.
Oh man. With all the skeletons, witches, hats, and spider webs decorating homes and stores across the nation during Halloween, not to mention the plethora of horror movies widely available during the month of October, it seems
Pause.
fitting. Huh?
This sounds like a fucking Frosted article. Is
It's
this
not.
a Frosted article?
It's not. I found it on my own. Newsweek.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Newsweek. It's not Medium.
Because this sounds like a Medium article. It really does.
All right. It seems fitting to call it spooky season. However, the connotations associated with the word spooky that are much more horrifying than ghosts to which the term usually refers. According to Merriam-Webster, the word spooky is defined as relating to, resembling, or suggesting spooks. Oh, Jesus Christ. A further breakdown of the word spook gives way to the meaning ghost, specter, or undercover agent or spy. That's it. But the Dutch word describing apparitions was which first came to use in the 19th century, took on a more sinister meaning around World War II, when white American soldiers started referring to their black counterparts as spooks. I don't see why that's a. All right, so I can hazard to guess why they call them spooks, because they probably was spook. Huh?
You can't see him in the dark.
Well, not even that.
Wow.
Or they were spooking the shit out of the fucking the Germans. Like,
No. I reckon it's dark. You can't see him. One of them smiles. That's spooky.
this is I saw you. Oh, god damn it, scary. I get it, but it just because it was used as a negative term 100 years ago, not even 100 years ago, doesn't mean that the term and it's not being said as such. It's not. We still use the word spook anyway.
Whoa. I just realized that the article is already lying, because they said the racist origins of the word, and then they're saying that it only became racist in World War II. So originally, spook
It
was
was a
not
Dutch
racist.
word
It
that
has no
meant
racist
apparition.
origins.
This article just wants something to bitch about.
Yes.
Because they
Originally,
say everything is racist.
everything is racist, everything is sexist, and you have to point it all out.
Everything is racist, even your dreams.
Damn.
Wow.
Originally pilots of the Tuskegee Institute derived of the first black military aviators in U.S. Army Air Corps were called the Spookwaffe, a play on the German term Luftwaffe, which means weapon or gun. So you essentially call them the scary gun. Like again, I'm not seeing why that is a negative. Used in these contexts, they were trying to insult their enemy. Like we do, it's called shit talking. Like they had the Luftwaffe. Well, we got the Spookwaffe.
Tuskegee.
No, I'm just saying, like. No, but you get the like the what I'm not trying to say it's a racial connotation, but I'm just saying. Oh, here's the one. These people spook the Germans. The spooky gun, the scary gun.
Well, it also was kind of a play on the whole fact of the Aryan thing, because Germans were for Hitler and all that were trying to say the Aryans were the pure superior race, and you have these spooky people coming in that aren't of that pure Aryan race that are fucking them up.
Yes. Like again, this is utter and complete bullshit. While the airmen, excuse me, When the airmen returned from their post with the nickname, white Americans caught wind of the name and began linking it to the term spooky to blackness, thus resulting in the word transitioning into a racial slur and its derogatory use. So, fag originally meant bundle of sticks.
No. Fag means cigarette. Faggot means bundle of sticks.
My bad. You know, but it's still this shit is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, of course it is.
Yeah. I mean, we all, every country has its
film in 79.
things that we're not proud of.
It's all par for the course. It's all just, oh well, I have my analytical headcanon about what I want to be wrong with the world so that I can prop myself up.
Or I can rip more money.
That describes about 90% of medium and mainstream media articles. Is I create a headcanon about the way things are, and then I pretend that that's reality because I have no sense of perspective or the truth.
Well, I thought about that,
Go ahead.
I think it was Oron McIntyre who said, "You don't hate journalists enough. You think that you do, but you don't."
It's like you said. It's they're trying to justify their existence. Oh, well, if this is all racist, I have to point it out to you. Like, I have the special lens that I can see all the. I have the glasses from They Live. I can see the words. Like, you can't see them, but I can.
Well, see, I thought about this. Across the pond, they have things that they can't say or they'll be jailed because they don't have true freedom of speech like we do here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
We're the only country in the world. You can say whatever you want, but at the same time, there's a responsibility issue. Now, in the 90s and early 2000s, we were so fucking close to achieving racial unity.
Mm-hmm.
And then Obama happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
well, hold on.
We all agreed that.
Hold on, just saying, James. Obama necessarily wouldn't have been so bad if he'd have kept his mouth shut in a lot of instances where he should have shut the fuck up, but instead he wanted to fucking cause there's so distrust in people.
He should have shut the fuck up about the Trayvon Martin shit.
Also go to the They Live thing. The journalists this journalist also forgets that news reporters and journalists were part of the aliens as well. Fucking retard.
I think that Obama caused problems, but I don't think that we were on the road to racial unity like you guys suggest we were. I think that this was always going to be a matter of the Marxism that was buried deeply in our society ever since basically the start of the Cold War. And what's happening now is basically it's getting unearthed. And the racial upheaval is a consequence of that. I think that this was going to happen one way or another. I think that Obama more just hastened it.
Oh, I can agree with that. I mean, it's in the colleges.
I definitely don't blame it on Obama because I was watching it start long before Obama was in it.
Yeah.
I mean, we had an agreement. We all knew that there's a few words that we shouldn't say, in common society.
They weren't socially advantageous is the proper saying for that.
Okay.
The magic cherry about words.
Yeah, I don't know what to
But,
do.
you know, we all have those words that we shouldn't say, especially in anger.
Agreed.
You know, we were all okay with that. Now we've got this racial divide, and like I said, I do blame Obama for it because we were just that close to it. Because if we had achieved racial unity, what would the government have over us? Not a damn thing. Other than economic class.
Divide and conquer. The more lines that are drawn in the sand, the easier it is to pick you off.
But okay, I'm going back to my original point. My original point is that everybody wants to say something, but nobody's taking responsibility anymore. And trash people like what's the we just said it. It's not the one that Frosted loves to torture us with.
Medium.
People like that, and anyone that's liberal are not taking responsibility. That's like, hey, we're going to point it out, and it's just like throwing a grenade into a church or school. They just want to blow it up and not take responsibility for it. Well, I was just saying. They need to take responsibility for the words.
If we have a responsibility issue, I agree. All right, let me continue. The plot follows the fictional story of the first black CIA agent, Lawrence Cook, and the reference of the word "spook" serves as a reference to the fact that he is a spy. Although the term also used in a racially offensive way by those who Lawrence encounters throughout the book and movie.
So you mean it was a pun?
Yes. He took back the word. Over the years, people have increasingly used the word to describe moments of fear. No, it's not. It's always been mainly about fright. You know, spook-y. Not fucking. You don't use spook unless you're saying someone spooked me. You know, I'm going to spook somebody. You know what that means. If I'm going to say, Tara, you're a fucking spook. You know, it's a different kind of.
No, I'll be honest. If someone called me a spook, I would assume they meant that I was like a ghost or like some sort of like scary monster. Like I'm aware of the racial connotation. I'm aware that it means spy, but in my head, spook is purely associated with scary. So if you call me a spook, you're calling me like a ghost or a monster or something like that.
You know, again, they can't separate that it meant something one point.
Well, that's
now
why
I
think I was kind of muted for a second or whatnot. But I was saying it's like the reason why it was used with spies and whatnot is because it was supposed to be that whole thing that spies work in the background and make things happen that people wouldn't expect. So it almost can seem like magic, like this disaster came about all because of this one person.
They're ghosts. They don't exist. They're ghosts.
No. I would say the spy connection is because, like you say, they go undetected, so they're like ghosts. Like that is the. Like there's not. It's just they're calling them ghosts, which is also like another term that means like stealthy. Like if you ghost someone, then you just disappear out of their lives. Like so, yeah. It's just. I think that's the only reason that spies are called spooks.
All right. However, there have been times when organizations and individuals have come under fire for using the word. Oh Lord. Back in 2018, an elementary school in North Carolina came under fire when a student came home with a new vocabulary word to memorize: spook and gook. The latter of which is an offensive term for people of East and Southeast Asian descent. That same year, the Houston Museum of Natural Science had issued an apology to the members after a mass email was sent with the subject line "Party with Spooks," "Party with Ghosts." What the fuck?
What?
I mean, what do they think the secondary headline was? It was like, "Come down to the nigga party."
Mhm.
Yeah, party with the niggas.
It's a dead nigga party. Who should have for more?
Dead nigga story.
Now we're not talking about freaking
watermelon.
Pulp Fiction here.
Mhm.
All right. Even Target had faced backlash for using the word. The retailer was forced to remove a toy.
Yeah, because you're all a bunch of fucking pussies.
Yeah. Spook dropped parachuters. Ghost dropped parachuters from its shelves and inventory after people complained that it was racist. It's racist meaning in 2010. Like, these people are such fucking.
Pussies?
Yes. Like, they act like words don't have new meanings. You know, you like the term we were just saying, faggot. Gay. Originally, gay did not mean homosexual. You know,
No, he meant happy.
it meant happy. Like the song in the front that we'll have a gay old time. You will have a happy old time.
Don we now wear gay apparel meant Don we now wear happy apparel.
Yes.
Apparel
It didn't.
No.
It's the reason why, like in Australia, they still have a freaking ice cream treat. I think it is called a gay time.
Yeah. No, but
Here's
I think
the-
it's a gold
they,
gay time.
in that context meant like festive rather than happy. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's similar.
Here's the
Cold.
original
Cold.
meaning.
Festive should be happy.
Wait a minute.
Here's
Go
the
ahead,
original meaning. Here's the original meaning of the word "gay" and why it has to go.
Yeah,
Gay originally meant happy, and there's no happiness allowed.
that's true. Actually.
Yeah. So, if there's no happiness allowed, then we'll reshape it into something a little more horrible, like being fucked in the ass.
You know, but again, the meaning of the word changed over time. It morphed and became something different. You know, it became something else. Now, I will admit that calling initially the spook waffle, it to me it sounded like they were maybe there was somebody racist there. I don't fucking know. But honestly, it sounded like they were fucking with the Germans. Oh, you have your blonde-haired, blue-eyed warriors, the Luftwaffe. Well, we got the Spookwaffe. Our dark-skinned, brown-eyed warriors who are fucking your shit up. You
And
know,
if it was going to truly be a racial thing, there would have been a lot more black people that died at
shit, wouldn't it have been called the nigger waffle?
but there would have been a lot more people that died at Normandy.
Yeah,
If that were the case.
but again,
Well,
that-
okay, the whole thing for Normandy is actually an extremely different story of why it didn't have as much death as it was supposed to. And that's actually from a spy who, or I shouldn't say spy, but from a guy who played both sides morally. And it was because he was originally going to join the Germans, but because he basically got, well, it was a dude in Europe who basically got fucked over in a way. He basically said, fuck it, I'm going to troll the Germans. The British finally caught on. They're like, hey, you want a job fucking with the Germans? And he's like, oh, you'll fucking pay me to fuck with the Germans because they piss me off? Let's go, bitches. No, like, I know I've pimped out Wendigoon a few times. Like, he has an amazing fucking video on this dude. I think he's like a Spaniard or some shit. The shit is absolutely hysterical of just like how much shit of like he looked into a paper and whatnot and would claim that his spies couldn't get, things like quite literally because of that, like the English or the British put out a fake death thing in the paper of saying a person died to help back his story that one of his informants had died. He actually got a Medal of Honor from the Germans because of his work. He was the reason and tricked them into where they didn't have as much that they were supposed to have at Normandy. It's fucking brilliant.
Like that again. This shit. I need to justify my existence. It was said like this, and I like the way you're a firefighter. You really don't want fires to start, but you kind of need fires to start in order to justify your existence. So why not go start a few fires? You need, if fires don't happen, people forget about you and you don't get paid. So you start a little fire here or there, and at some point you start a large one to make people really know you exist. That's what these fucking race baiters and there's not an issue, but I need it to be an issue, therefore I can complain about it. That way I can get paid.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of like actually getting the issue, why not just fake one? Why not just start? Fucking Bubba Wallace. Oh, that was a noose. That was meant to kill him. No, it fucking wasn't. It was a pull handle. Everybody knew it was a fucking pull handle, and if it was a noose, it's fucking tiny. They're not gonna put it around your neck. That little ass thing. The one where the guy he broke into his own store, his own like restaurant, broke some fucking TV screens, spray painted like nigger all over the walls and shit, and literally destroyed the store. Raised a bunch of money, and eventually they figured out it was him that did it. The people that like draw ugly ass swastikas, who can't draw swastikas, and they put them in like obvious places. What was it? The people that complain about. So how when people are doing construction on streets, they need to mark certain parts of the street, and they use like an X's. I'm not thinking. That was what?
Sarah Silverman, who thought the surveillance markers were swastikas.
Yeah, it's a mark there because they're trying to do something, and to say it's a fucking swastika is fucking retarded. Yeah, it may look all squiggly, but it's just their mark to mark a location.
Look, It doesn't even look like a swastika. If you're being honest, there's no way you look at a surveillance marker and go, "Oh my god, mid-20th century Germans are here." It's like, no, of course you don't. It doesn't look anything like it.
Agreed.
For the record, I want to applaud Hitler for using the swastika. He was trying to bring his ideology all the luck it could have. Because if you remember in the beginning, a swastika was a sign of good luck.
It was a manji.
Mm-hmm. So.
It's always amazing how often they get them backwards. When they do fake hate crimes, you would think they do a little research to get them right at least. Yes. It's a 95 degree. It's the swastika is a 45 degree from tip to stern, not flat on the ground.
The type of person who would do a fake hate crime is not the type of person with the sort of intelligence to do research in advance.
Agreed.
And also keep in mind that if you're going to do a fake hate crime, you are already working under the presumption that everyone is going to assume that the other person is guilty and not you. And honestly, they're right, because how often do you see a fake hate crime get like the perpetrator actually prosecuted for, you know, basically
Exactly.
wasting police resources? How often does it happen? I don't
Not
think I've ever
often.
seen it.
Not often, because I'm still waiting for that one bitch that faked a kidnapping and blamed it on
Oh,
her rival.
Yeah, these things, they don't. Why would you do any research? Why would you care about doing it correctly when it seems to be there seems to be no incentive to get it correct? You just have to get it vaguely on the political point, and you will get away scot-free every time.
Yeah.
It's a crime. It's a crime for stupid people. In other words.
Excuse me. All right, Angela. Stream mom, pick up the second one.
I absolutely despise pumpkin spice. Let's do that.
Okay, we're doing pumpkin spice nuts. Sweet.
I didn't mind a pumpkin spice pancake that I've had before. I mean, granted, that was also like 16 years ago.
I think if it's like a pumpkin thing in general, that's one thing, but pumpkin spice is eh.
Can y'all see it?
Yes.
God, this is just that. It's like, it's just put in like, insert whatever is racist on Google and or DuckDuckGo and you'll find something about it.
Pretty much.
Well, I think Ryan Long made that point in one of his sketches where he's showing like actual articles and there's like all kinds of ridiculous things have been labeled as racist over the years.
I'm gonna go take a guess and say that this article references an obscure history of pumpkin spice that nobody knows or cares about that has something to do with race, and then B, somehow pumpkin spice is connected back to the slave trade.
I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to say white people drink them, especially white women. That automatically makes it racist.
All right. Academic. That pumpkin spice latte is racist. If you're one of those people who wait all year for the fall flavor of pumpkin spice latte, you're bubbling over with white privilege. According to a paper published by a peer-reviewed journal titled "The Parlous Whiteness of Pumpkins."
Peer
Here's
review. Who the hell are these peers exactly anyway?
No. Perilous. The perilous whiteness of pumpkins. He just
Oh,
can't
my
read.
bad. Oh, the perilous whiteness of pumpkin. You know, my nigga eyes. I can't see well. Okay, my bad.
When they say
Yeah, it's a
peer
nigga voice.
review,
You can't talk well.
Good
when
out.
when they say peer review, who are these peers they're always on about? Because as far as I could tell, it just means that one psychopath reviewed another psychopath's work.
Well, you know what? If you traffic in the same circles, you know, again, peer reviewed. Here's an extract from the paper. This article examines the symbolic whiteness associated with pumpkins in the contemporary United States. Starbucks Pumpkin Spice Latte, a widely circulated essay in McSweeney's on decorative gourd season. Pumpkin is an aspirational lifestyle magazine, and the reality TV show Pumpkin provides entry points into whiteness pumpkin connections. Such an analysis illuminates how class, gender, place, and especially race are employed in popular media and marketing of food and flavor. It suggests complicated interplay among food, leisure, labor, nostalgia, and race. Pumpkins in popular culture also reveal contemporary racial and class coding in rural versus urban places, accumulation of critical and relational, and contextual analysis include things seemingly as innocuous as pumpkins, points the way to a food study of humanities and geography. When considered vis-a-vis violence and activism that incorporates pumpkins, these, these analyses point toward the perils of equating pumpkins and whiteness. Jesus Christ. That was a fucking mouthful.
Oh.
Here's a synopsis from within. Whiteness associated with pumpkin marks who resides where on the spectrum of the United States social power. When Ferguson Axis wrote racism and white privilege on pumpkins, they destabilized the whiteness of pumpkins and the comfort and normalization of accompanying it. Bringing pumpkins into the demonstration and then smashing them on the ground showed outrage at injustice as opposed to the holiday mischief generally ascribed to the pumpkin smashing. Activists brought pumpkins into a space where racially inequality and instability could be ignored and glossed over. Their actions
Speaking of
made white
ignored and glossed over.
what?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just talking about my feelings on this article.
Agreed.
Ignored and glossed over.
It's a short one. It's a really short one. Their actions made white privilege encoded in pumpkins explicit and challenged its future. So, what are we to conclude? According to the officer, pumpkin spice lattes are a step further from actual pumpkins. Their fluffiness, lack of substance, and triviality, regardless of attempts to dismiss their basic, makes them ultimately makes them ultimate luxuries and hence markers of distinction and white privilege. Oh, and coffee shops are sexist because
Are you serious?
they were once deeply masculine spaces where white guys talk politics. Let's hope for some awful trolling. Sadly, it's probably impossible. God damn.
I think that it should be mentioned that coffee shops are deeply problematic because they have so many roots in as commie gathering places.
Yes.
Congratulations, author. Welcome to Fucktardia. Population, you.
Wow.
Hugs.
Hi, Kefki.
Hey, Kefki.
Who the hell are these peers? This was peer reviewed.
Yo, Hellcat. And
I think it was Pierre Alexander. He's his brother.
Oh.
Pierre Alexander, I don't know the guy. I'm an only child. I don't know. Angela, you can read the last one.
I can read
Please.
the last one. Oh boy, it's gonna be about Hollywood. I see Rob Reiner's name.
I love you.
I love you too.
Don't hate me.
Just
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were definitely not as bad as the chick that I was in
Just
Bagram
one
with.
second.
Bless you.
She'd sneeze from like behind two doors. I mean, granted, they're plywood doors because that's what we worked and lived in, were plywood huts. And you'd still hear her 40 feet away as if she was next to you.
Damn.
Hey guys, I think I may need to drop out for the evening.
All right. Feel better, my friend.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry I couldn't hang out the whole time. It's been a hell of a day.
Hopefully, my
sorry,
intro
Tom.
gave you at least a little laugh.
All I
Hopefully.
have to say about that is
Yes.
flag.
It's very funny.
I feel better, Jack.
Thank you.
Feel better.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Later.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Let me throw a link to Hellcat. See if he wants on. You know. I like Full Houses.
What the?
I love you, Angela. Don't be angry at me. Don't be angry at me, Angela. I love you. Hey, Hellcat, I sent you a link. Hop on. All
This
right.
guy had a brain once, I promise.
If he only had a brain.
All right, Rob Reiner is an
Rob
asshat who
Reiner.
said, democracy can only survive if Trump is convicted and no third-party candidates are allowed.
Yep, he's retarded.
In one of his most ironic proclamations to date, Rob Reiner declared that democracy can only survive if former President Donald Trump is imprisoned and all third-party candidates are prohibited from running.
Why do they always put the title as the first sentence of the article? Like, we already read that part.
Rob Reiner, who is one of Hollywood's biggest cheerleaders for Joe Biden, made his absurd statement in a recent post to X, formerly known as Twitter. The tweet says, hard reality. For our democracy to survive, two things have to happen. Trump needs to be convicted for January 6th, and there can be no third-party candidate.
I just love how. Hold on a sec. I just love how Trump is this ultimate evil that will bring down democracy. But here is Rob Reiner basically saying, "Oh, only no third party should be able to run. No independents, nobody, because he knows that they would take away votes from Biden. Like you know for a fact that if a third party, like say, Robert F. Kennedy, who's running as an independent, is going to basically take away votes from Biden, which he should.
I mean, granted, he's still a fucking lefty.
He is.
And a conspiracy theorist, big time.
I don't care.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Before you continue, Terry, you asked a very important question, and sadly, I do not have an answer for you.
No.
What was the question?
Why do they read the headlines? Why the first line of the article always, the title?
Because I honestly think they can't figure out titles.
No, because they need to prove that they can write a complete sentence. The headline is always missing words or grammatically incorrect.
I just think they're retarded. But,
they
that's
are.
just
They definitely are.
Okay.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Sorry, I don't think they know how to make headlines anymore, and they're just like, oh, we'll just use the first sentence because that's the same thing, right?
Could be.
I'm going to shut up now.
No, makes as much sense as anything else.
Well,
but go ahead, Angela.
Thank you. And now I'm going to sneeze again. Some prominent commentators have noted that Reiner's call to prohibit all opposition candidates is fundamentally anti-democratic and would only serve to benefit Biden. That's the point, assholes.
Yes, that is the point.
Journalist Glenn Greenwald said Reiner's statement shows how Democrats define democracy by imprisoning their opponents and removing them from the ballot. Glenn Greenwald tweeted, I love when Democrats take a break from insisting that they are defending democracy to actually explaining a bit what they mean by democracy. From trying to imprison their political adversaries to suing to strike them from the ballot, to censor the internet to this. And it repeats Rob Reiner's tweet.
Mm-hmm.
The Federalists' Molly Hemingway wrote that removing candidates from the ballot would be the equivalent of canceling the 2024 elections. And then it shows Molly's tweet, which is removing from the ballot the candidate most likely to defeat the ruling regime is the equivalent of canceling the 2024 elections.
What are we?
A horrific attack on democracy. Everyone who cares about the country should loudly condemn.
What you say, Rotten?
So what are we, Vladimir Zelensky?
No, but apparently Rob Reiner is.
I'm Rob Reiner.
There's a reason he was called Meathead.
Reiner continues to go ahead.
I was just saying, I just always think of him from South Park, and it's the anti-smoking episode.
I forget what movie it was that he was in, but he played a doctor in something. Oh,
why the hell would they ever cast?
It might have been Sleepless in Seattle.
Why would they like that? That must have been an interesting role. I mean, he can't string two words together. Now he's playing a doctor. Wow, totally out of his wheelhouse.
I don't know. Reiner continued.
Sorry, go ahead.
Reiner continues to serve as one of Hollywood's biggest Biden boosters, from fundraising during the 2020 election to his more recent and dubious proclamation that Biden is the best president since Lyndon B. Johnson.
Wait a minute, pause, hold on. Now, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it was this gentleman that said, I'm going to have those niggas voting for Democrat for the next 200 years. Now, I could be wrong. I do recall it being him.
I would not be surprised if Johnson said that shit.
Now, if Rob Reiner is saying that Biden is the best president since Lyndon B. Johnson, he is equating Lyndon B. Johnson, who I do believe said those lines, with Joe Robinette Biden, who said, if you don't vote for me, Trump, or you don't know if you're for me or for Trump, you ain't black. Who offered the crime bill? Who said he didn't want his kids living in a racial, going to school in a racial jungle.
Don't forget, he also had a former Grand Dragon that he said was a
pill of the community, Robert Byrd.
A great mentor.
Yes. So I'm seeing a connection that Rob Reiner is saying a lot, but not saying a lot. Just saying, maybe I'm misremembering history, but I can vividly recall he said that. Maybe I'm wrong. Go ahead, Angela. I'm sorry.
But as Biden's poll numbers continue to sink and his own party appears to be turning on him, Reiner has become more aggressive and factually challenged in his social media cheerleading. As Breitbart News noted, Reiner was fact-checked by Community Notes on X after spreading a lie about January 6th prisoner and Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio, who was sentenced to 22 years in prison on Tuesday. Reiner erroneously claimed that Tarrio had violently stormed the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. Tarrio wasn't even in Washington, D.C. that day. Before the 2022 midterm elections, Reiner warned that unless Democrats held the House of Representatives and expanded their majority in the Senate, the outcome would possibly mean an end to all future elections in the United States. Republicans,
it's the end of the world.
as
like,
I know it, and I feel fine.
Yeah.
Now where the hell was I?
Calling Rob Reiner.
Republicans are only interested in power, he ranted on MSNBC, and they will do anything to get the power, and they are willing to kill, literally kill, to get the power. You can't have a conversation with them.
Projection, thy name is Rob Reiner.
And then if you want to follow the asshat that wrote this, his name is David Eng, and he's on Twitter.
Like, projection, literally, thy name is Rob Reiner. Like,
Hey,
sir,
it's David Eng. Cool.
Why has he got to fuck up a really cool name?
you know, some people are just fucking retarded, and I think Rob Reiner had drunk so much Kool-Aid, his brain now has a cyst. He's a retard.
Oh, the guy that wrote this isn't an asshat. I get it. He's bitching about Reiner. I'm sorry. I've a little bit of brain fog because of all of this sneezing. I am kind of interested in finding out more about this Molly Hemingway. See if she's any relation to Muriel, and as a result,
Ernest. Yeah, he wasn't he the meathead?
That's why
Rob Reiner was meathead on All in the Family. Yes,
that's why I called him one. Yes.
Okay. He is a meathead.
No, as soon as I heard Muriel, all I could think of was Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I know, right? All right,
like
I
do
read
for
the
love.
thing.
All right, let me find some assholes. Let me find some assholes.
Did you turn around?
I don't have my mirror. I don't have my mirror beside me. Go ahead, Angela.
Remember to post them in chat for Terry.
Okay. I don't have my mirror beside me, Rotten, so I can't tell them. No, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I love this, Rotten.
What's funny is it even works with the song.
Live through the ditches and laugh through the riches. Then love into the back of my Dracula. Do it, baby. Do it, baby. Do it like and sorry, I like that song.
Wow.
I want to say that even works for The Cow Goes Over the Moon, but I can't remember all the words to it.
Okay. Okay, this one sounds dickish. Hold on, I'll post it so everybody can see. You know what? I'm gonna post it in regular chat. Shit, fuck.
Yeah, that works.
Start getting the audience involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole for getting my mom's renter kicked out after he starved my pet fish to death?
So far, no.
For getting your mom's what kicked out?
Mom's renter. Like, I'm assuming, like, mom has
tenant.
a property.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Wait a minute. Okay. Hi, let me get to it. I, 19 female, attended college out of state. I had 2 pet fish I left with a friend over my first year of college. She took care of them just fine and returned them to me when I came home for summer. My mother, 48 female, you just said she was your mother. We know she's a female at this point.
Not in 2023, we don't.
You're right. Invited a former college student, 23 male, that had interned at her office to stay at our house in an empty room and pay his rent with chores and yard work. He was on a visa with no family and was in debt. My mom was going to have a large house to herself while she worked full time. Seems like a good deal. He was told he could stay up to 3 years until he found an apartment, or until he had to find an apartment. He moved in when he graduated around the time I came back from college. I was friendly with him. He attended my high school graduation party, and I'd been acquainted with him for more than 2 years. Talked to me on the phone a few times in my first year of college. I had to do I had I do have friends and plans and whatnot, so I saw him around the house a couple months ago. Some people in the house started to get irritated with him. He was definitely the guy that goes and tries to talk to women at the gym, and he was spamming his female coworker's number.
So, okay, all this character assassination makes me think that the author is the asshole because she's working too hard to
Yeah.
make this guy sound bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
When I left the house in August, I asked him to take care of my pet fish. They were simple freshwater fish, feed once every 2 days, refill the water every three.
All
He showered.
irrelevant. If he said no, then it's not his fault. Again, I'm kind of with Terry with all the character assassination. I really can't agree with anything. She's
Yeah,
trying too hard to be like, oh, I'm the victim. Here's all the reasons why. It wasn't so hard. Again, it's that whole thing. If he said no and she just left and assumed he'd take care of it, she's the asshole.
Hmm.
She's not helping her
Did he
case.
say no? I didn't hear.
She hasn't even got to that. She's explaining about how easy it is to take care of the fish, which is fucking irrelevant.
yeah. She gave us one paragraph of him being potentially being a dick and would not. All right, let me continue. He showered right next to my room and could go in and use the room whenever. He expressed interest in owning fish, and I talked to him about all the tank care details and how fun it was to feed them, then sit on the bed and watch them eat. He even pulled out his phone to take notes. My sister came back from college Labor Day weekend and told me the water was a little low and refilled it. She said they were fine. A few days after she visited, he texted me that they were doing great and that he would clean the tank soon. About a week after my sister visited, my mom told him he needed to leave by the end of the year. She told me that he was upset at first, but then started to looking into an apartment. He was told to leave after adopting a rescue dog and and then switched its food then switching its food and not giving it its anxiety medication it needed, so it shit everywhere and tore up his room. It also the harassment stuff. A few days ago, my mom texted me saying he found an apartment and would be out of the house about in about a month. I knew my sister would be back to visit in a few weeks, so I started arranging with a friend to take them and shot him a text about how they were doing. Asked about how they were doing. He didn't answer. Then a couple days later, I asked my mom to just go check on them. When she found them, my bedroom door had been closed and all the water in the tank had dried and the fish dead. She told sister
Oh God.
because she knew I would be upset, who told me. After I after the shock, I called him and asked how they were. Right, Cows, he hey, checking up. How are they doing? From him and through that, they're doing great. I'll send you a pic. Um, I'm still not seeing how he's the asshole in this situation. He let your fish die and you didn't get him kicked out. He got himself kicked out.
Hmm.
Like this
He
is
does sound like an asshole, but I don't see. how I don't
How not
see
take.
how he's
Go ahead, Angela.
I just don't see how he's specifically an asshole for the fish. He just sounds like he's an asshole overall.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
he's an asshole, but not this situation. The mother kicked him out for different reasons, so she didn't technically get him kicked out.
Yeah.
So in all reality, it's like she's an asshole because she's an idiot.
she's an asshole because she could have took her own fucking fish with her.
Yeah.
They're fucking fish. Put them in a bowl. Put them in a put them in a plastic bag with water, and then put that bag of water in a jar for them. It may be uncomfortable while you're traveling, and then when you get to where you are, unfurl your put them in a bigger tank, and you could take care of them.
Yeah, I
You
think
know,
for me, I'm going to say that she is the asshole just because the way she tells the story is so blatantly biased that I think there's more to it that she's not revealing and on purpose. Like
Agreed.
it's just very very much emphasizing, and he even harasses women. It's like, okay, that's got nothing to do with your fish.
He talks to
Like
women at the gym.
Yeah, the fact that she's this focused on irrelevant things that this guy has done wrong so that you side against him based on like inconsequential details, this doesn't sound like an honest retelling of events. So I'm going to say she's the asshole just for the way she's telling the story.
okay, stat her up. I'm gonna give her a 6 on the James Colley scale. Not quite an asshole, but she does sound like a fucking bitch.
She has the makings to be an asshole. But ultimately, the guy is still an asshole too. I mean, yeah,
He's an asshole just in different ways.
exactly.
Well,
I
I
mean,
will point out that from what I can tell, it says she asked him to. It never says he agreed to, I don't think.
I mean,
Nothing
again, even
says he agreed to, but she did point out that he was like taking notes on how to take care of him, and
No, but that was for his own fish that he was going to buy later. He never said, "Yes, I will take care of your fish for you." So
again, why didn't you just take the fucking fish with you? It's a fish, and then fish die. Fish don't have long lifespans. Like goldfish and shit. Goldfish don't live very long. Like
goldfish
The
are feeder fish. Actual decent fish, they can live for a while.
Well, that's what koi fish are, just giant goldfish.
Yeah, it's again these again she's an asshole, but not for getting him kicked out because you didn't get him kicked out. He got himself kicked out.
yeah. She's not responsible for him getting kicked out from the way the story is being told.
yeah. I mean,
Wait, did she ask if she was the asshole because she got him kicked out?
Yeah,
that's what
that's
the thing was. She says, "Am I the asshole for getting my mom's renter kicked out after he starved my pet fish to death?"
well,
And everything that's stated is that because the dude got a dog, didn't do what he was supposed to, and the dog had fucking digestive problems and was shitting where it wasn't supposed to. When he wasn't taken out, she told him to get out, and then after that, they found out the fish were dead.
Yeah. So the mother kicked him out for reasons unrelated to the fish. So the person writing the story didn't actually get him kicked out.
Yeah, she is now an asshole. I'd say about level 8, just because she is asking whether or not she is an asshole for something that had nothing to do with her. So basically, she's telling us that she thinks the sun rises and sets on her ass.
Pretty much.
She's still a biatch. I agree.
Well, see, ultimately, the thing
If
of it
you
is,
turn around and say ultimately the sun rises and sets on her ass, I'm gonna hit you.
no.
Do it, James. That's a threat she can't fucking go through with.
Well, she can't threaten me anyway.
I can hold it up. Oh, I can hold it.
She's Jewish.
I
She
mean,
can't threaten me anyway.
Oh.
she's just causing it to be a good time, anyways.
Yeah. She going wait a minute, James. You better do what she said. She's gonna drop her Jewish. She's gonna get the Jewish space laser, and she's gonna
Uh,
have him direct at your house.
But ultimately, what I was going to say is that he was on his way out the door, but starving the fish, that was just an added bonus to getting him out faster. So
Well, everything it sounded like he
that's
was
fine.
out before that happened.
Yeah, he was gone.
You okay?
Wait a minute. Let me read that. Let me make sure. Text my mom about he found an apartment. Will be out the house in about a month. I knew my sister would be visiting in a few weeks, so I thought it sounded like it sounded like he's already on his way out. He's starting to move shit out. He's about to be gone in a month, so he just stopped taking care of fish.
Right.
You know,
He had his own shit to worry about. Like a
like I got
dog
my
that,
own.
an incontinent dog.
Yeah, I got my own issues, and I can't be worried about your pets. I have my own pet to worry about.
Yeah.
Again.
Here's apparently one of the guys I've scrolled down there goes, you abandoned your pet fish and are angry somebody else did not do well, did not do well with taking care of your pets. You are the asshole here.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, someone did also say, depending on what the fish actually are, I think they kind of related into it and everything, and fit in the tank size could make it more difficult to transport. But if that's the case, you shouldn't have gone. It's like they're at your mom's house. Why the fuck would you ask anyone other than your own mother?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah,
that's just retarded.
Renter, not servant.
Yeah.
But third point, she has all the makings to be a James Colley asshole.
Mhm.
she could achieve 15. She could achieve 15. Dare I say 25? I
Within a
don't.
10-year span, If she stays on the path she's on, she could achieve my level of assholery.
She could
Right.
not achieve 25. She's not as bad as the grandpa that tried to sue his son.
This is true.
Look, all right, give her. All right. When she gets older, 10 years, she could achieve 15. In 30, she could possibly achieve 25. She can get there. She can be a 25.
To lighten the mood a little bit, since of what we had, I found, I believe, a quote from James.
Oh.
Someone grabs me by the throat. Me. You want to fuck or throw hands?
Huh.
We can do
Wow.
two things.
We can do both. We can do both.
That's why I love the old meme to where
That's foreplay.
it's Black Widow and she's fighting the Winter Soldier and he's got her hands on her throat. It's like, she's like, are we fighting or are we getting ready to fuck? And he's like, I literally have my hands around your throat. It's like, still doesn't clarify.
I was gonna say, that is
All right.
not.
I wonder how to check out these BDSM memes.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ.
Good.
All right, the next one. Would I be the asshole if I gaslit my sister into moving out?
Yes.
Yes, you would.
Wow, that's an easy one. Ooh, I think my job's done here.
Most likely.
Like, just ask her to leave, or if there's like some sort of problem, call the police and have them force her to leave. But gaslighting someone is automatically you're the asshole.
Yes.
What?
I don't know.
Well, my job's done here.
No, you're wrong.
All right, okay. Recently,
Who's
decent,
wrong? What?
unfortunate. But oh, he's probably
I'm just
trying
trying to do a
to.
little gaslighting of my own.
No, don't light the gas. You're in a house. Recently, due to an unfortunate circumstance, my older sister began staying with me. I have my own home, a full-time job, of which she has neither. So far, she hasn't really contributed much to the household, other than maybe high blood pressure. And
Oh wow.
in the last while has been miserable. She's trying to take control of everything. How the dishes are done, which room she wants, telling
Okay,
me.
pause. Yeah, you're an asshole for gaslighting a person to move out. It's your own fucking home, and it's like you're allowing them to live there. If she's gonna pull that shit and she's not paying rent or paying your fucking mortgage, and her name's obviously not on the fucking mortgage or on the rental agreement, get fucked and get out.
Yeah, for
Seriously,
sure.
I'm
Tell her to
100%
leave.
with Terry here. You're
Wait.
gaslighting for all of the wrong reasons. I don't give a fuck anymore of this whole thing. They're a guest. They don't pay rent. Fuck off.
Wait a minute. I think I have
Or a parasite.
a parasite. Wait a minute. I'm going to tentatively put this up. Now, we could be wrong. I will admit I could be wrong when I put this one up. Now, don't hate me.
Well, he is a doormat for sure, but
Yeah.
asshole, I don't think so.
He's a pussy.
Is this a he?
No,
Slightly.
it sounds like it's possible, but
It sounds like that he loves his sister and that he's trying to do what he can for her, but it's not
now,
enough. So
like I
he's
said,
at his wit's end.
And
like I said, I'm gonna tentatively put this up. I could be wrong. I'll continue reading, but I'm thinking this will be true.
It isn't everyone is an asshole, but for the story or the sake of the story of would I be an asshole, it's yes.
Yes, you would. But no, I agree. Like everyone, like the guest sister is a complete asshole, but it's your fault for like not telling her, kicking her out. Just tell her to leave. It's like, look, I'm sorry you're in a bad situation, but this is my house and you're not treating me with respect. So either fix your shit or get the fuck out.
Yeah,
All right.
you can
Let me
fight my
continue.
ways or you can fucking get out or I'll fucking ground you, bitch.
All right, let me continue. Telling me, not asking, although I decline, what to do and when in regard to other property I own, etc. And for other household members' sake, I try biting my tongue and staying calm. While I speak up, if I'm doing the dishes, I'll do them my way. As long as they're clean, it doesn't matter.
See, that's
Advising
why I
which
think it's a
room.
dude. That is a very
Yeah.
male attitude. As long as they're clean, it doesn't matter. That's a dude.
Yeah, that's a dude. Advising which room she can use and why others can't. Telling her I'm not selling something unless I want, regardless of her desires, etc. I do so calmly as I can and privately to avoid full household drama. Recently, an old friend that she used to work with got back in contact with her a few states away. My sister has no job and has talked about getting back into the same thing she worked with together with that friend. Is there a way to convince her it's a good opportunity to go a few states away for herself without seeming like the bad guy and avoiding household/family drama? I don't think this is gaslighting. I take this back. He is the asshole in this one. His opening statement made it seem like he's an asshole. I will not lie.
Okay, it is the whole thing of like he's trying to figure out a way to like piss her off enough that she'll go into it. And it's I will openly admit that this since he's saying that he wants to gaslight, and I am with this suspicious lemon 9960 or 9,960. It says, you would be the asshole. Yes, go ahead and gaslight your sister because manipulating people is so much easier than being honest. Use your big boy words. You're an adult.
That's not gaslighting, though. That is
Convincing her to get the fuck out. Like, you're just
politicking.
Simple. Tell her to get the fuck out. That's not gaslighting then. And if you're going to try actual gaslighting of manipulating her, yeah.
Just say, this is the problem. Either you stop acting like this way or you get out. It's your house, not hers. So, like, she has no right to live there.
See, the only problem with that is going to depend on the state, because then the whole thing of evicting someone can be a major bitch.
All right, so I know for Marlon that if you stayed here more than 7 days, technically you are a tenant. And in order to kick someone out, you'd have to go through the entire process of, going down to the courthouse and getting everything done to kick them out legally. Like, it sucks, but yeah. So if she wanted to make a federal case about it, I don't know where he's from, but some jurisdictions she probably could.
Yeah, but I mean, I still say gaslighting someone is automatically you're the asshole. Like, I'm not saying let the sister stay there. Just talk like an adult to your sister. Resolve the problem one way or the other. Maybe she stays, maybe she leaves. But trying to manipulate her automatically makes you the asshole.
Yeah, if your first thought process is the whole, well, I'm gonna gaslight this person to get them to leave or something like that, you're an asshole.
Absolutely.
There was absolutely no reason for it. You brought up the whole fact, hey, she's got a friend from out of town, and that's kind of bringing it up with this whole thing. Well, fucking encourage her to go for it, being like, look, we're getting to the point, I'm about to grab you by the fucking scruff of your neck and the fucking back of your pants and chuck your ass the fuck out. So this is probably the best thing you can do before I kick you out in the fucking street.
And it caused the family rifts. Like, either you leave willingly, or it's going to cause the family rift because I'm going to kick you out, and you're going to hate.
I'm not even saying he has to talk nicely to the sister. Just be direct and be honest.
Honestly, I kind of like what Sean said. Move, bitch. Get out the house, bitch. Get out the house, bitch. Get out the house. I'm adding to it to make the song.
Ah, crap. It's a Hellcat.
Hello.
Hey, Johnny.
How's it going?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
As mine says, back in my bullshit. Ha! I never got off.
Yeah. Did you hear the story, Hellcat?
Yes. Part of it.
Oh, okay.
I heard enough.
You heard enough.
I heard enough.
Well, I do really like the picture that Johnny has. That
I was gonna say, is there a reason you're always outside Terry's window?
No, it's not. It's the
No, I was trying to figure out what they need to fix so badly.
No, it just seems like every time Terry's streaming at around this time, US time,
someone's got the whip car
outside his window.
Someone's leaf blowing or lawn mowing or doing something.
Doing construction work on the road.
And I think I made this during Minions that one time.
Yeah. It's great. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
That is pretty awesome.
It is seriously cool.
Okay.
You got ginger representation in there, bonus points.
Just the complete, unabashed, completely dense. That. Oh yeah.
I like that you put neat at the end. It's like, hey, that's cool, and then it just keeps going.
It just keeps going like nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
Neat. Here's another one that the wall of text is fucking insane, but I'm gonna try it. This one looks good. All right, let me pull it up. Am I the asshole for blowing up on my grandmother?
See, when I first read it, I didn't see the word on, so I was like, whoa.
Am I the asshole for blowing up my grandmother?
That needs some very, very deep context.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Learn how to hit the enter key and make fucking paragraphs.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
my fucking god!
Hmm.
Like,
Okay,
you're
all right,
a
all right.
totally
Called his
functioning
granny.
idiot, but I've got better English than that.
Look, I speak Ebonics and African American vernacular English, whatever the fuck that
Nigga
is.
speak. Yeah, we know.
I talk like a nigga.
I thought it was Ebonics.
Oh,
There was that
It
too.
was
It's Ebonics.
at one point.
excuse me. I speak jive.
Yeah.
Well,
Whatever. Whatever, mama. I dug her right. Job ass nigga don't got no learning anyway.
We're all rock and rollers here.
I, 20 female, get paid to take care of my grandmother. 90 female. Again, if she's your grandmother, we already know her sex. Which, by the way, she is capable of eating, cooking, bathing, and etc. on her own. I'm there to do the heavier groceries and chores. To give some backstory, my grandmother, dad's mom, has never gotten along with my mother ever since I can remember. They can't be in the same room for more than 10 minutes without arguing. So you can only imagine the stress it puts me through. I love them both.
I already hate this woman. She's making everything about herself.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
my grandmother and my mother don't like each other, and here's how this affects me.
yep, yep.
I love them both
Yeah.
so much, but they just can't get along for my sake. Can't...
Get
It
along
always
with the children.
Already locking in, yes, you're the asshole, regardless of the rest of the story.
Damn.
I'm gonna still say with all the fucking wall of text, she's the asshole.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Wow.
And the bad spelling, she put SUM instead of SOME for some. It's like, no, clearly you're illiterate and you need
Maybe
to
she's
learn.
talking about math.
Yeah, she's talking about addition, okay? Tired the sum. All right.
Well, if she was, I wouldn't be complaining.
I was teasing.
It
I
always
love you.
hurts.
Apparently, 1 + 1 = she's a total bitch.
I like that, man.
That's
And
a
All
2
right,
plus 2 is fish.
It always hurt at the fact they can't get along well enough to spend special occasions together. But something that hurt the most is the manipulation. She would tell me lies about my mother. She made me dislike my own mother because she was feeding me these lies. I was 10. God,
Okay,
it's
so
hard to
grandmother's an
follow.
asshole too.
Wait a minute. That changed one day when my mother personally went over to my grandmother's house and cried to her asking for forgiveness. And my grandmother didn't even turn to look at her, let alone say a single word to her. Now that I'm older and spending more time with my grandmother, I'm starting to see that who's the problem. Ever since my mother asked for forgiveness, she stopped with the pettiness and talking about my grandmother. But my
Oh,
grandmother
I've got
has
this
not.
figured out.
Okay,
Her
so
grandmother's a
the-
total
the-
bitch, and you know, the whole fact is she was too stupid to realize it when she was younger.
Yeah.
Yes.
The author is the asshole for not using capital letters at the beginning of sentences as well.
Yeah.
And yes, I agree. I've gotten to the point where I'm tired of hearing my grandmother talk bad about my own mother and family. She never has anything good to say about anyone. When I haven't seen my mother doing anything to her. Earlier today, me and my grandmother and I got into an argument because because I was past my limit. She's always twisting situations to make herself seem like the victim. She can never take accountability for what she's done and always thinks everyone is after her.
Well, yeah, she's
I
a
told
woman. We already know that.
I told her she's in the wrong, and I've only seen her be mean to my mother. She, of course, denied it and claimed that my mother has always wronged her and how she has fed me these stories. But I told her that's what I've seen with my own eyes and what I've heard with my own ears. I believe she is the one in the wrong and has not been able to forgive or apologize. I don't like drama. That's a lot. I tried my
Mhm.
my best to avoid it. Yeah. Not to toot my own horn, but I believe that I'm a very patient person.
Yeah, you're an
Yeah.
asshole.
I don't ever think about revenge or arguments. See, if you got to paint yourself in this light,
Yep.
you
Yeah.
arguments, I let go easily, but my rage I felt today was unbearable. My entire life, I've heard nothing but bad things about my mother. My grandmother was obviously upset and mad. She never heard me. She never heard me out. She never heard me out.
I honestly just don't care anymore. She's an asshole, and granted, her grandmother's a total bitch in the whole thing, and it's like you're getting paid to do this. Just put on a fucking helmet, Buttercup, and I don't care anymore.
She never heard me out. I walked away. Now I can't help but feel bad about how I reacted. But I believe because of everything she put me through. Now that I'm older and much more mature, I see the sacrifices my mother has made, and I know for a fact my mother loves me very much. I feel bad because I take her age into consideration, but I couldn't help it. I tried to get her to understand why I believe she's in the wrong, but she didn't budge and left. I'm
She's
planning to apologize for how I
well,
acted. Like I said, I don't like drama. All right, so this, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this there must be more to the story that the author doesn't know or is omitting.
Not necessarily.
Um,
I'd say more doesn't know than omitting.
Yeah, like why does her grandmother hate her mother? Like, did she wrong her in some way? Like this type of hatred, this type of grudges, this type of shit doesn't fucking just spring out of nowhere.
It
Like,
could just
okay.
be that she thought her son could have done better than the woman that he ended up marrying, and that's why the grandmother hates the mother. It could be as simple as that.
yeah.
Like the fact that we're not told. I mean, we have no idea.
Oh, so it's the mother-in-law, grandma.
It's the grandmother. So like,
It's the dad's mother, not the mom.
yeah,
it's the dad's mom.
the dad's mother and the author's mother are the ones that are fighting.
Okay.
Yes.
okay. Who was the author of That Bitch Got Roaches in Her Crib?
Juan Mills.
Yeah.
Okay, it feels like that I just heard an excerpt from his next book. Okay? Quite honestly.
And
I had to tune out.
And this is why I didn't watch Camel and Dax reading those goddamn books.
you miss some high quality wordsmanship there.
I promise
you
you, I
did.
did.
Brought to you by Tyler Perry.
This is the next top part.
Terry.
Just because of
should.
the way everything was said, it just bothered the shit out of me. So therefore, just based on that alone, everybody an asshole in the story. They're
All right, so
illiterate. They're not even. No. I take that back. They're not assholes. They're illiterate fucks.
Yeah,
No,
And they're a 3 on the scale.
we'll add a special caveat to the scale where this story pissed James off enough that he refuses to stand it up.
It pissed us all off.
It broke the scale.
The author gets a 15 for no capital letters, no paragraph breaks, poor
Misspelling,
yeah,
grammar.
Yeah, no, she's the asshole, guaranteed. Regardless of anything else, that automatically makes her the asshole.
90% of the grade is grammar and punctuation and formatting.
Well, if this is the asshole scale, being an illiterate fuck is not a part of being an asshole.
Doesn't help.
So, I mean,
The headache.
I think
that you
it should be
give
a separate
somebody for
category.
being an illiterate fuck is part of being an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, they can be an illiterate fuck and not be an asshole.
Well, she's a literate fuck and an asshole, so.
She's a 3 on the asshole scale. It's family drama, and it doesn't need to be aired out in a public space.
Look,
That's just the way I see it.
I will offer you the following evidence. Johnny and Tia can't read, and they're both assholes. I rest my case.
But Frosty,
I can read.
An asshole.
No, you can't.
I can read on Wednesdays.
You can't read aloud.
I can read on Wednesdays.
You see, the difference between us is I know I can't read.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. There is a comment that's like, they can read. They can't read and speak what they're reading.
That's true.
I can read.
Because they just
The
can't.
McDonald's menu.
Because it goes to that whole thing. They can read. They just can't read well.
I can read well, motherfucker.
On the subject of,
Reading the word well is different from reading well.
On the subject of reading, Johnny, are you going to stream 428 ever again? Because that was pretty rough on you.
Yes, yeah, I will, but it has to be a day when I'm my throat's kind of feeling it because
I don't.
That was a lot of reading for one chapter.
Yeah.
Fucking,
that's why I asked, because I could tell that your throat was giving out by the end of it.
Yeah, no, it was good because I wasn't actually stammering through a lot of it, so I think it worked out.
Yeah, I enjoyed the stream. I'm just saying I could tell by your voice was getting a bit sort of scratchy by the time you got to the end.
Yeah, I was like, well, we're at the end of the chapter and I can't take any more.
Oh, I like this one. I like the title of this one, so we're gonna do this one more.
Okay.
Copy. I think for now on, I'll just paste them in chat. That way, other people can read along.
That's fine.
Am I the asshole for considering forfeiting my parental rights because my baby mama is trying to ruin my life with her manipulations or manipulation? All right.
What?
Okay. Am I the asshole for considering forfeiting my parental rights because my baby mama is trying to ruin my life with her manipulation?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Do you want your kid in your life?
I don't even need to hear the rest of the story.
Yes, children are involved. It's your fucking kid. Man the fuck up, bitch.
All right. Okay. Well,
either.
Well,
that
did
brings
he
us to
want
the end of
the
the stream. Thanks for watching that.
We thank you for the question, but here's the deal: the child didn't do anything wrong.
Correct.
Did he?
It is not the child's fault.
Wait a minute. Well, I'm gonna drop this right here. What's wrong?
I was in the middle of saying something.
Not the first time I started saying it.
Okay.
Oh. Go ahead, Angela.
Did he want the kid?
We don't know.
Does he want to be in the kid's life? Those are the two parameters that we need to know.
Okay.
James? I started saying something after Rotten said something. And that's why I got upset. I'm sorry that I got upset.
Mom, Dad, please stop fighting.
My opinion on this one, if he's gone far enough for it to be considering her his baby mama, this was most likely more than a one-night stand. So in that situation, I honestly don't fucking care about that whole thing. If you're willing to go on the internet and being like, would I be the asshole for considering forfeiting my parental right? Yes, you're the asshole, because if you didn't want the kid, you'd have already forfeited the parental rights. So there's at least a part of you that wants to be a part of this child's life. Either step the fuck up, or you should have already moved out of the way.
All right. Let me read. I'll try to keep this brief.
Yeah,
but
they fail. They
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm the non-custodial parent. Paying.
He's parents. He's multiple people. That's already
Yeah,
a problem.
Paying $1K in child support monthly. My kid's mom, oh God, punctuation. My kid's mom does a lot of things that I don't like. Going out, partying, and accepting no financial responsibility for my daughter's well-being, resulting in them living with her mother with dementia's home, living in her mother with dementia's home. Okay. Pill on floor. Mother leaves food in the microwave until it's on fire. An extended stay hotel until nowhere. She's living in an Airbnb with a guy she's been dating for 2 months. I didn't find out about this until my daughter mentioned it when I asked her about her week. She's still doing nothing to better her financial situation.
Okay, pause.
None of your fucking business is she's dating if you're already separated.
If you're already separated, again, it is none of your business who she's dating in that whole thing. But if you're bringing these things up, why haven't you brought it up to front of the court?
Yeah, why aren't you getting?
Why the fuck are you on the internet bitching about this shit? Why aren't you following?
When you should be suing for sole fucking custody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
God, Angela, thank you. Yes.
Like it's clear that the mother is incapable of taking. She doesn't have a stable home. She doesn't have money.
The way things are going in that whole thing, it's plausible that because of all that, it might be a little harder. But he has a full front right to fucking sue for full-time custody, and even if anything, straight up just have her not pay for anything. Just say fuck it.
Shit, if he's paying $1K for his kid, he has the money a month. I'm pretty sure he has enough money to pay a lawyer that can get the child for him.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let me continue. Second paragraph. I voiced my not so polite opinion about living with someone who she's been dating for 2 months in regards to her not just bringing dudes in and out of my daughter's life and bringing up again that I don't approve of her going out every free day, Friday, or when she doesn't have a stable housing. Ultimately, this is resulting in her posting messages from our conversations with the intent to defame me on Instagram and me having to do damage control until like 3. Again, I don't get why. What does it fucking matter if she defaming you on Instagram?
I'm gonna ruin this a little bit because it's like he does have issues of being able to see his daughter because of the fact his work schedule is straight up fucked worse than mine is in most of the cases. Even worse than yours is working at the TSA and the whole thing. And apparently the mother has also been, like, every time shit gets brought up, that she files a harassment report with the police. Again, for all of this, why the fuck haven't you been going to the goddamn front of the court? Why haven't you been seeing a lawyer? Why the fuck are you posting this on the internet and not following the fucking law on it, you idiot?
Well, I'm reading the comments, and that's basically, it's like, why aren't you just suing for custody?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Why aren't you suing for sole custody?
Fucking Christ, this fucker's retarded. Oh. Hold on.
Let me continue because, till like 3 a.m. Sunday, resulting in me having to take PTO from work. Again, what does it fucking matter that you... All right. When I confronted her about this the next day, she said she is going to file a police report on me for harassment. I don't believe I said anything that qualifies as harassment, but harassment laws in Texas is vague as shit, and I don't want to test it. I tried to cut things off absolutely with her. Don't hear from her, don't see her. Well, today that didn't work out. I go to meet up with her. She has my kid's stuff. My kid wants her tablet, so we go back to her Airbnb to get it. Another caveat is that we have a custody agreement about that allows flexibility for both of us in this agreement. I've been working like not for like 9 months with no free time because I work Monday through Thursday in a different city, and had my daughter Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We agreed that I can have her one weekend per month, so I had free time. Today she decided that she wanted to abide by our custody agreement, meaning because all custody agreement I get no more free time. I said it's a bit disdain. I said a bit of disdain about her being vindictive and trying to torture me because of all that that's all she's doing lately. I'm afraid she fi- she w- I'm afraid that she filed another police report for harassment. God damn it! I pay my kid's mom 1,000 per month for child support. I worked my ass off for the past 6 years since my kid's been born to get out of waiting tables and be able to make a difference in her life. But every time her mom feels like she isn't getting her way, she files a police report against me, potentially ruining my ability to make money and providing for my kid. I love my kid and I don't want to relinquish parental rights. I feel like all the good I've done will be obliterated because my baby mama doesn't want to hear criticism and using police. I think she's bluffing.
That's what it sounds like.
Honestly think she's bluffing. It's a big ass bluff because she knows she says that and go back down. If you had all these harassment reports, she could get like a restraining order and whatnot. And if
Yeah,
she hasn't got one, then it's all a fucking bluff.
yeah,
Don't call her on it, but believe it's a fucking bluff and just
yeah.
and
Don't
and
you don't call her on it. You go to the court so that when it goes to there, you can
Well,
bring up
okay,
all
so
the shit.
I read the comments, and there's a post from the original guy saying he did hire a lawyer, and this whole post was basically he doesn't want to abandon the child, but he needed validation from the internet to like get him out of his depressive mind state.
Because he's
So
retarded.
still kind of an asshole, but at least he ended up doing the right thing.
all right, okay, wait a minute.
He's a well-meaning asshole.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot.
This one. This one. Not an asshole, but definitely the idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Undoom says, moron, fucking
Fucking
moron.
Fucking
moron.
moron.
Yeah.
Hey, moron! Fucking moron! Again, all right. So this is if she's not doing what she needs to do, she's not financially stable. She isn't. She doesn't have a house, and she's clearly bringing strange men around your daughter. That's the three strikes. And then she's not abiding by the agreement of joint custody. You have grounds to take the child away from her. She can't provide for the child, and I'm pretty sure she's living off of your fucking money.
Oh yeah.
Like you give her 1,000 a month. Like if she's not paying rent with that money, if she's not taking care of the child with that money, but you say she's always fucking going partying, where's the money coming from? You know, it's coming from somebody. It's like those mothers that oh
I said
kids. Go ahead.
That's it. This what I'm about to post isn't
Oh,
directed
no.
at Angela and the whole thing, but it is posted at his baby mama. Girl be like, my man got to be at least 6'2". Girl, you make me sick to my stomach.
But you got those women, and I've known a few of them. They got nice hair, nails all done, nice clothes, and you look at their kids.
Ratty ass clothes because they ain't using the fucking child support like they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, they look at child support like it's alimony.
Yeah, kids in the house fucking starving but you go out partying every other weekend with your girls and you get drunk. You know, you again, this seems like he got one. She sounds like a fucking hood rat.
Yep.
You probably couldn't have had a baby with her then.
Hopefully, he can get his daughter, raise her to be a good woman and a good person, and that whole thing, and take this as a life lesson, not to fuck hood rat bitches.
Yeah.
Don't stick your dick in crazy, or rather, if you stick your dick in crazy, don't knock it up.
Yeah.
Like
wrap that rascal.
Wrap that rascal.
Don't go play in the rain without your boots.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Abby. Don't go play in puddles without your boots. Don't go play in the rain without your coat.
You know, wrap it up, zip it out. You know, but again, this is fucking retarded. She's clearly unstable. She's making threats. And why are you on social media defending yourself? Let the bitch talk. It's all social media. No one cares. You don't have to go into every comment and fucking fight. You know, she said something.
I don't think that employers are using Instagram to
I don't know. Nowadays.
I know that they use Facebook and stuff, but I don't think they're really.
Bless you.
Thank you. Scanning Instagram.
But even then, even if you did scan, like, if most of the time they are scanning your post looking for shit you did. They aren't looking for people talking about
people say about you.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, I'm pretty sure Instagram, they're not looking for your baby mama's Instagram. You know, and why are you looking at her Instagram to begin with? If you would never know what she's saying if you're not specifically looking.
Yeah, handle your business, work at your job, and do the shit to take care of your daughter. Like, just for fuck's sake, dude. Like, go out and touch grass.
And take your daughter out to a park or something. You know, this is the type of shit that always boggles my mind when it comes to, you know, baby mama drama. You know, you knew how she was when you were with her. This shouldn't be a fucking surprise. You know that she all fucking talk. You know, she all smoke and no fire.
No, but I just had a great idea thanks to Rotten. I should get a patch of grass and just keep it on my desk so that whenever someone on the internet tells me to touch grass, it's like, yeah, okay.
Okay, I got my desk grass. What?
Desk grass. That's a new product. We need to get that ready.
Yeah.
Hey, go get yourself a little potted plant. There you go.
No,
I'm touching green.
Plants and grass are different. It has to be grass.
It's supposed to be
You can always
grass.
get the little
Shea pet.
little pots of cat grass that they have at Walmart.
That's true.
No, I can just go outside and just, you know, it doesn't have to be a lot of grass. It just doesn't.
Tyree's gonna go to a step. He's gonna bend over really quickly, touch it, and go, okay, I'll touch your grass. That's enough of that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, why do the work of bending over? We can just slip your shoe off, and here we are.
I'm technically touching it now. What? Is there more?
All right, back I go.
You know.
Does this do something?
I think desk grass has to be my name on Quippers then.
I'm desk grass.
Wow.
All right. I'm feeling a bit sleepy, so Rotten, you know what to do.
Where's the sign?
Yeah.
Dum-dum-dum.
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop. Where are your parents? Where are your parents? Filthy Frank is a treasure, and I wish he would do more stuff.
I still like his "Shut the Fuck Up" song.
Yeah. Fucking Rotten. We're doing the next movie in the Tremor series, Bloodlines.
What we have after Tremors, I don't fucking remember.
I don't. I think we were still doing Nicolas Cage shit, but
Yeah, I don't remember if we were gonna do something different for Halloween. If we agreed on something else.
yeah, I think we were doing horror movies for Halloween.
If you want, I have a copy of what the hell's it called? Renfield.
Oh shit! I
Maybe.
can't wait to watch that. I want to see. I know. I want to see that shit.
Yeah,
I do want to see that. Drunkle said it was really good.
It was.
Okay. Well. Rotncorpse has his movie channel, which we're doing the Tremors series. We're on Tremors 4, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's gonna be 5. We're done with the TV series because 4 was the prequel. So we're
You're
doing
right.
Tremors 5 Bloodlines.
I really hope that Tremors is about Michael J. Fox.
Nope.
Unfortunately, no. The series started way before he was diagnosed with that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think
on
that's
his-
true.
It's on his channel at Sunday nights.
First one came out, I think, back in the 90s.
Yeah, and he was actually diagnosed with Parkinson's while he was still on Family Ties in the 80s. So.
Really?
I didn't know that.
No,
Yes.
that was before it was really relatively well known.
Or before it was noticeable.
But it was when he was diagnosed. So.
Okay. Like I said, Rotncorpse has his movie review channel. He does it movie reviews on Sundays around this time.
Well,
Diagnosed when he was 29.
it's not a movie review channel, as I said last time on Quippers. I do a weekly movie review show because I've done other dumb shit on my channel. That's not
My
movie
bad.
related.
My bad. I'm sorry.
There's a difference between a channel and a fucking show. God damn it!
I'm sorry. God damn it. Yeah, don't you know? All right. Are you doing anything else? Any other
I got no fucking clue at the moment. I got a
Yeah,
fucking gun thing I got to work on still.
So you yell at me about it not being a movie review channel, but you don't know what the fuck you're doing?
Yeah.
Well, considering the fact I've got other stuff on there that's not movie review related.
Hey, that's fucking
yeah,
irrelevant.
bullshit.
Yeah, you do what? Don't
I don't know when Tremors came out, but it says here, diagnosed in 1991, shared it with the world in 1998.
Okay. Angela, are you going to be on Quippers tonight?
I am.
1990 was when Tremors came out.
So, Angela Arrega is going to be on Quippers with Tirebot and Frosted Glass, Jack Gunski, and James Colley.
More like Hack Gunski. Have you heard the intro to this show?
Lord. Dead Gunski. He died. He was killed he was killed today.
And not a moment too soon.
Damn. Angela, are you going to do the comic curation stuff?
I'm still working on it.
Okay.
James
Sorry about which.
is overheating, so he's still on hiatus from everything.
Yeah, no. Tirebot, what streams aren't you on?
I'm not on any streams. This is the first stream I've ever done. I don't know why you think I'm some promiscuous streamer. This is my very first outing on the internet, I'll have you know.
You think he's over here spreading that cream cheese?
Ty, you are internet STD. You get around.
So what you don't
You are-
realize is how Will is believed to be several different people. Terry actually is several different people that are on different streams. They all just deem the moniker of Terry Diamantis.
There you go.
It's just the title.
It's a mantle.
All right, Ty, you're on Mr. Adams Monday night with Kefki. You're on Hammer's Wednesday night with Hammer and Genty Maxi. You're on Quippers United with Jack Gunski, Frosted Glass, and James Colley. You're on the corner with Frosted Glass, Jack Gunski, and Moonshock. And then you're on Six of Silver stream. You're on Gunski's Day of the Tentacle stream when Frosted Glass doesn't do his thing.
So every day, basically.
Yeah. So yeah. What else? I'm forgetting something.
Let's see. So there's Adam. Occasionally Johnny will do like a game stream, and I'll be on that.
No one gives a damn about Hellcat.
Yeah.
That's so true.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well,
I'm not.
do a 428 stream, and everyone will love you. I promise.
Well, Hellcat doesn't stream. Hellcat still has a stream games as good as Super Seducer. So what the fuck?
428 is as good as Super Seducer.
Yeah.
It is.
No.
It's
a great game. It's my favorite visual novel, but there's not a lot of seduction in it.
Oh, okay. Hellcat.
There's some attempting so far, but not really.
Yeah, not successful.
Not of the super kind.
No, not at all.
Not the super seduction. Hellcat, you have your Minions night is Thursdays. You with Hey Camel and fucking Sanguine.
And it's whoever he really has on.
He plays categories.
Occasionally.
Sometimes.
I kick ass categories. I'm world champion at that game.
Because you cheat.
No, because Sanguine made stupid rules and I exploited them.
Well,
yeah, you did, didn't you?
I misunderstood a role because the way we played it was the way when you use alliteration, you get an additional point.
Okay.
And I mentioned that it was double points for. I just happened to say that it was double points because 1 + 1 is 2, so double,
right.
As it is. And so he's like, "Oh, alliteration multiplies your thing," and I'm like, "Okay, it's not going to be that big of a deal." And then he comes up with like 16 words for one answer. I'm just like, "Holy shit!
Yeah,
pull it back." Like, I'm sorry, we're not literary geniuses.
You have to remember, it's fucking Sanguine. He's an artist with fucking books and words.
The pickle jar.
Pickle jar.
Like, and he was dumb enough to make the rule that said, really is like automatically 2 extra points every time I said that in an answer for
really pickle.
Yeah,
pickle juice.
In a juice jug.
Juice jug.
Peter Piper pickle.
And then when it got to tea, it was the really.
Yeah. And I do like that. I just put President Paul, and it turns out there was a president named Paul. So I was like, cool, I'll take the points.
Oh man.
But I also have the literary stream where I read random articles just pulled from the dark recesses of the internet. Usually about weird animal stories or animal attacks.
Fair enough.
Wow. So you're trying to promote your species. I get it.
Well,
it's just trying to help get a cure for rabies.
It's not that we're trying to exploit the animal species. It's that we're trying to show how stupid humans are.
Yes, they are.
Said the fucking AI.
Uh,
That's why I
when
can
you
say it. I'm not one of you.
when you have an adult human grabbing his baby to get a picture with a bear,
Yeah, some days I believe that some humans should just be, shuffled off this moral coil as fast as possible.
and this is not a subtle jaunt through the woods.
No,
He's
this is a fucking hoofing it because it's on the side of the road.
a full sprint with this baby in tow, and the baby's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm like, yeah, no, that is quite possibly one of the worst things I've ever seen. And I've seen a 9-year-old get launched in the air.
Why'd you launch a 9-year-old into the air?
Well, because someone wanted to get her picture with a buffalo.
In other words, Hellcat was at a powwow with the tribe, and here, kid, take a picture with the buffalo, and bam.
Oh no, I've only seen one video where someone did something smart with a buffalo, and they were riding a bike through Yellowstone.
Okay.
And the guy saw the buffalo, and he's just like, and he just pulls back on his brake, just to line up with the car that's like behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And the car's like, we got you. So like he's going in line in tow with the car, so that he's not being seen by the buffalo.
Yeah,
The smartest thing to do with a buffalo is eat its wings, obviously.
Oh my god, why you want to eat cake yogurt's wings? Ew.
I heard AOC was crying at one of those fields because buffaloes keep getting killed for their buffalo wings.
I wonder if I still have that picture for that I made for Fugi.
What was it?
He had me make an AOC meme.
I think I've got one.
I put it.
Let's
somewhere.
see. According to Mr. Sean D, you need more powwow strings.
Yeah, actually, Camel and I might be able to get back to that.
Yeah, now that he's looking for a different place of work.
Yeah, he is liberated.
He is now free. Aside from that, I really need to work on if someone with imagination fix woke shit. I'm half tempted to watch Robin Hood and do Robin Hood. I'm gonna need whiskey for that.
I think it's Robin D. Hood.
Robin, yeah, that one. I'm gonna need some whiskey for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna need copious amounts of alcohol.
Well, depending on what it is, and everything, I'll be willing to join you, but for the occasional.
That's one of them.
Oh, that's Elephant Lad when they killed the fucking puppy.
Yeah.
And she fucking murks out and fucks them all up.
Yeah. And then I made this one as well.
I don't get the reference, but I do enjoy making fun of AOC.
All right, so really quick reference. You see those boys over there?
They're holding a dog that they're going to kill.
Yeah, they're going to take she likes this puppy. They're going to take, I think it's this vase right here. They're just going to fucking destroy that puppy.
Because they're
What
assholes.
the hell?
Because they hate her so much.
They hate her so much. Like, it's a fucked up anime.
Oh,
and she's going to fucking murk out and, like, I think she kills all three of them.
Oh, she kills everyone.
Yeah,
And the girl that
and the main character's sister.
Yeah, she murks out and fucking destroy. Elvin Lod is fucking
I don't
twisted.
remember them ever having the any of his family members die. It's
in the. I think she killed her in. It's implied that she killed her, if I'm not mistaken.
Because from what I can remember, like they imply that he was one of the few ones that was actually nice to her for anything other than, like, the one dude who she turned that his daughter is like insanely powerful. Well, it's like has an insane amount of arms and length and whatnot, so it can take out a human. But Lucy is still technically stronger than her, just doesn't have the reach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Elven Light is really fucked up. But we've been going at this for 2 hours and a half. I'm getting sleepy. So, and I know Tyribot has to power down and eat something. Yeah.
I do.
So,
Yes.
wait a minute. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out more.
Who is Natalie Holloway?
She's the gal who got abducted in Florida. Or,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What happened in Florida?
Jorn Vandersloot murdered her, quote unquote, allegedly.
Jorn, who's fucking Jorn Vanderson?
the guy who killed Natalie Holloway, apparently.
We've gathered that much. We don't know the rest.
I don't know. I don't know who he is. I just know he's involved with the disappearance of two women so far.
Ah, okay. All right. I don't want to get Natalie Holloway.
As Patrice O'Neill calls her, Yodis or something.
Isn't Patrice O'Neill dead?
Yes.
He is.
It's an old story.
Okay.
Yes, he said things while he was still alive. He hasn't said anything since he died.
At least not unless you're a medium.
I mean, if I wanted, me and Rod could talk to him. I mean,
I'm a terrible
from what I've seen, all Americans are pretty large, so no, there's no mediums.
Oh, wow.
All right, I need to get, like I said, I need to get some sleep. Sleep is not for the weak.
Right.
Any parting words, final thoughts? Anything we want to say?
If you're passionate about Sanguine, make sure you devour him. Don't let him devour you.
I like pain. It hurts Johnny.
Also true.
There is a time and a place for pain.
Yes, because it hurts Johnny.
It's called, well, since James is not here, it's called the bedroom.
Rodden?
As Sir Mix-a-Lot put it, that he likes big butts because he cannot lie.
Other brothers can't deny. All right. Play the outro. Thank you guys for showing up. And goodbye.
Have a
See you
good
guys.
night.
And with that, the Midnight Show has been brought to a close. Get out of here, you little bastards! Fucking little trash-eating pandas. From the Midnight Crew,
I told you to get out of here!
we'd like to thank you for joining us.
I want to fill you bastards full of lead!
We'd also like to thank our guests for joining us.
That's 3 of you down. How many more of you fuckers are there?
Please join us again next week.
I'll keep shooting. I got a lot of ammo.